I understand your perspective completely, and I think you've explained it very well. But when I look at things objectively, I think they were looking for a reason to be angry. They were angry at what happened. Everyone was angry. Nobody was okay with it. Everyone was angry. It was a sick thing to do. So when it came out, the misinformation from the Russians, let's say, or whatever it might be, people were looking for a reason to be angry at somebody. Who were we angry at? Who did it? Was it this person? Was it that person?
Why was it Muslims? Why did they?
Somebody said it.
Do you want to speak with confidence like these amazing personalities? Every single one of these amazing speakers have taken the same program with brother Mohammad Arshad.
Mohammad Arshad has helped develop all of us.
It's extremely beneficial to do this course.
Definitely recommend this course.
What happened was horrific. My daughter is 7. I can't even let alone fathom what my daughter, if that was my daughter in that dance club, just her, can't defend herself, a crazy deranged man with a knife stabbing people around, she's going to be the next. I wouldn't want to be in her position, let alone me as a father knowing my daughter was going through that and I couldn't be there for her. I cannot even put it into words what the family's going through. So I know what's happened is very disgusting, but to me what is more sickening is when people take advantage of these things that happen and use it for their own agenda. Now if the far right didn't have, which I'm telling you, that their hate for Islam is greater than the love for those girls, they would have said, hold on a second, we don't even know what's going on. Let's wait and see. Tommy Robinson didn't do that. The far right didn't do that. The first thing they did was what? The rhetoric of indirect incitement of what? He was a Muslim that came on a boat that, Radia, where did you get that from? Where is it automatically that if your coffee is flipping cold, it's the Muslims? It's like ISIS. They were claiming responsibility for everything. So much so once I burnt my toast and I said, it must be ISIS. It cannot be any other one else. No, nobody else. For some odd reason, they always claim responsibility. So when I look at the far right, and I look at these individuals, I'm saying how sick in the head you have to be that you are attacking a mosque, you haven't verified any information. And then what does Tommy Robinson do? He does a video trying to give, a bit of context because it's going to backfire. He realizes it's not a Muslim. But then he goes and attaches that story of the young girls and goes, yeah, but there are Muslims who are walking around with knives. And why did you have to bring a Muslim into the story? Why does there have to be a correlation? It's like Daily Mail. They talk about a story, for example, about migrants. And they take a picture of 3 hijabi women doing shopping in Oxford Street. The picture they're trying to put in your head is the following. Subconsciously, migrants, evil, bad. Just remember these hijabis. Remember these women in veils. This is what we're dealing with. And the thing is, look, as much as you feared for your life when ISIS was doing madness, I sometimes fear walking with my wife and with my children. I don't know what idiot is going to come with what brainwashed ideology that he's watched to come harm me. Look, I don't mind me, my family or my kids. So that's the fear I'm living in as much as you are. We're both in the same category, me and you. You're an innocent person. Ryan, I don't know what you do. You work, you study.
Yeah, I work and study.
Exactly. You've got a wife, girlfriend.
Wife.
Exactly. You have kids. Same. Imagine you're walking down the road and you're thinking, which maniac, Muslim, brainwashed ISIS member is going to think I'm a legitimate target and attack me? And I'm in the same boat thinking, which idiot, far-right scumbag who's watching Tommy Robinson going to come and kill me? Me and you are on this side of the boat.
No, we are. I agree. No, I completely agree. But it's just, to me, you've got to. I try and look at it objectively. I know there's obviously. I understand your perspective completely, and I think you've explained it very well. But when I look at things objectively, I think they were looking for a reason to be angry. They were angry at what happened. Everyone was angry. Nobody was okay with it. Everyone was angry. It was a sick thing to do. So when it came out, the misinformation from the Russians, let's say, or whatever it might be, people were looking for a reason to be angry at somebody. Who were we angry at? Who did it? Was it this person? Was it that person?
Why was it Muslims? Why did they?
Somebody said it was Muslims. You understand my point? So there are people out there in the far right, and I agree, and they will look, say for example, it turned out to be a Christian, or it turned out to be someone that wasn't Muslim.
And it was a Christian.
Well,
he was
a
Christian.
Christian family. We don't know if he was actually a practicing
He used to go to the church.
He was an actual practicing Christian. At the time that he did it, he was practicing Christian.
No. Look, this is the issue.
He was a Christian.
Look, this is the point. When a Muslim does something bad, the far right automatically label it and connect it to Islam.
I agree.
When the Grenfell Towers were burning, the Muslims were coming from early morning prayers for Ramadan. So they were the reason why they woke up the neighbors to save their lives. When we would come and say, look, Muslims did something good, they would say, why do you have to bring Islam into that? I'm like, so when it's bad, it's Islam, but when it's good, it's not Islam. So what I'm saying is that person was a church-going. They're from Rwanda. 97% of the
You've got to be
population
careful when you
Christian.
say church going. He used to go to church.
Okay,
you don't
good.
know if he was currently in
The
church
point I'm
going.
saying is this: when I say he's a church-going individual,
Yeah.
people know what I'm saying because we suffer from that. People
Yeah.
label this individual. He went to a mosque. His
Yeah.
religion has got nothing to do with it.
No, I agree.
But why is it when it's a Muslim, his religion has got something to do with it? That's my
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
That's why I'm saying he's a church-goer.
No, I understand. And like I say, I think the far right's looking for a reason to be angry at the Muslims. And again, I completely understand what you're saying with that. But you've got to also understand that it came out and people generally believe this was the case. Now, if I were to say, and again, I'm not going to start making wild stories that never happened, but say if a Christian was to go and attack a Muslim family, for example, and kill innocent Muslim children, what would your reaction be? You would be angry. Of course you would.
I'll be angry at the
You
situation.
would be very angry. Yeah,
Yes.
you'd be extremely, and there would be people out there.
But I
I'm
wouldn't.
not saying you.
But I can't generalize.
No,
I
of
wouldn't
course
target
not.
church.
No, of course. But there will be people out there
Yeah.
that maybe would do that. Maybe not you, maybe not people you know,
Yeah.
but there would be people out there that would do that.
Yeah.
And a similar thing has happened with the far right. And yes, I know there is an issue with the far right, like I'm saying. But you've got to understand that they were angry, and they did what they did because they were angry. And it was because of this misinformation that was being spread all over. And it wasn't just in one place, it was everywhere. And everyone was so certain. There was videos going up of people that didn't exist and saying this is the man that did it. There were fake names.
Yes.
You know, there was all these stories going around. And of course people are going to be angry.
Okay.
But I understand. So your perspective would be they are looking for it to be a Muslim. They don't want it to be anyone else. They'd rather it be a Muslim.
They don't.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
No, I do. And there are people like that. Just as there are people, like in the example I gave to you,
Yeah.
if it was a Christian family and it was vice versa, there would be people
Okay.
that would then go and attack Christian.
Okay, so yesterday, a few
Yeah.
more attacks happened.
Yes.
This is called the Dawah table. What we have behind you is our table where we invite people to Islam.
Yeah.
A table like was attacked in Liverpool Street. Now it's very clear that he was not a Muslim. Why are there protests being demonstrated now, and they are attacking Muslims? So I'm trying to understand.
That's
now,
a good question.
No, but the point is this though. But it shows you, they don't care. They just want look. If they could, they would somehow magically blame him to be a Muslim. So where is this obsession coming with Muslims? Because the thing is, to me, is the only people, or shall I say, a state that you cannot criticize is Israel, Zionists. When they talk about freedom of speech, if there's any particular group that you cannot talk is Zionists. You're going to talk about Israel. Tommy Robinson is directly being funded by Zionism. Directly being funded. So the question I have to ask is the following. That's why I believe if they had a time machine and they went back and gave Tommy Robinson and Paul Golding two options. Go back in time, the girls will never be killed. Second option, they will be killed, but the perpetrator will be a Muslim. I swear to God, the sick man would say, I'll rather go back because you know why? It helps our agenda to get rid of Muslims. If we're going to lose 3 girls, let it be so. This is what I believe. You know why? Because it doesn't come from me. Kaylin Robertson, who used to work for Tommy Robinson, told me clearly, I don't know if you know me, I went to one of his march, Tommy Robinson's march, and we got attacked. I don't know if you know.
Vaguely.
Okay, so yeah, we got attacked, freedom of speech. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, it was really freedom of speech, yeah. So he said to me, anytime a terrorist attack will happen, Tommy Robinson will get happy. That's coming from an insider. Meaning what? How sick do you have to be that you are happy that a group of innocent men, women and children like yourself were killed? Why? Because it supports your agenda. Then now do you understand, Ryan, when I say his hatred to Islam is greater than his love for his people?
No.
That's where I'm coming from.
No.
You might disagree.
I understand
and
it's
totally
expensive,
agree.
but no, I can't accept
that's,
that.
that's where I'm coming from.
I personally can't accept that Tommy Robinson, although...
Then why would he get happy over it? When he hears, oh, who was it? It was Muslims. Okay, he's happy.
Have you ever seen him rejoice about people being killed by Muslims? Or did you see him rejoice when the 3 children were killed?
I have direct evidence from Kaylin Robertson, who told me he's worked with Tommy Robinson, and he was staunch. He was really, really close with Tommy Robinson. Yeah, they're the ones who arranged the events. Lucy Brown, Kaylin Robertson, and George. He said to me with his own mouth. He said, when a terrorist attack happens, Tommy Robinson will get happy. If this is true, this does not say to you this man is a sicko. If it's true, he's a sicko.
Yeah.
And I believe it's true because I didn't pay Kaylin Robertson. He wanted the interview. We had an interview and he said this. And I said, you know what? I know he did. I have no doubt this man is so sick. You know why? It's the same with ISIS. When certain things happen, they get happy. You know why? Because it aids their agenda. Because they we want to attack the Westerners. When the Westerners attack our countries, Muslims get aggressive. Yeah. We can brainwash a couple of idiots and get them into it works. The cycle continues. Yeah. And who is the one that gets harmed? Ryan and Ali's family walking down the road and getting killed. Yeah. We are the ones that are suffering. While Tommy Robinson is snorting cocaine with the donations that he took and sleeping with prostitutes. Yes, and by the way, he's known to beat his wife up as well. This vile man, he's the one who's in his nice house in a jacuzzi while me and you are bickering or fighting each other. This is what's happening, bro.
Yeah,
so that's where I'm coming from. And I believe it's clear for them to now carry. They've got demonstrations happening, by the way, all through August, yeah. And we are being told, okay, we got tables that we open in Leicester Square. Be careful.
Yeah.
Why do I have to be careful, bro? The guy's not even a Muslim. He's not even a Muslim. What the hell do you want from us?
I think that is one point I do agree with you on. That I don't know why the protests are continuing, even though now we know
Why?
this person's not
Because
Muslim. I do agree with
they
that.
hate
I don't
us.
understand that.
They hate us. I trust me, they hate us,
Yeah.
right? I mean, what's your stance on with the far right and what's going on?
I'm not far right.
No, I never said you
No,
are.
I'm definitely not
I
far
never
right.
said you are.
Obviously, I stand for British
Yeah.
values, stand for
Yeah.
British culture. However, I
Yeah.
would not, for me personally, I would never have gone and attacked any mosque or
Yeah.
anything like
No,
that.
we know that, yeah.
You know, especially without confirming who it is, and even then I still wouldn't do it. It's not
Yeah, exactly.
sort of what I would do. And I think the far right are problematic in their own way, but I think
They talk about, you know what happened in Manchester with the police officer who kicked that guy's head, yeah?
Yeah.
I saw the footage where they were attacking the police officers.
Yeah.
Yeah? And to me, I was like, okay, at the end of the day, when we're talking, they were like, oh, look at these guys, they have a right to get their heads kicked in, they were hitting officers.
Yeah.
Okay. Firstly, there's no excuse to kick someone in the head.
yeah,
What they did was wrong for hitting a police officer. They should be get dealt with, yeah? Not in that manner, but legally, yeah? But now, they are the ones that are throwing rocks and about 40 or 45 police officers were injured.
yeah,
So, see, I don't understand. When it's a Muslim, kick his head in. When the far right attack police officers, yeah, it's okay. Do you see what I'm saying? The point is, why is it that one rule? You know what that shows? Dehumanization. This happened in Nazi Germany.
yeah,
Hitler dehumanized Jews to such a level that when the time came to pull the trigger, people were ready because they were seen as cockroaches. They made them look like they are some insects. They are violent. This is
Yeah.
what happens. Systematic way of dehumanizing, and that's the reason why where you have incidents of a Muslim pregnant woman being attacked, stabbed, acid attacks, etc. Why? Because of this. And that's why we're here, to educate people and tell them, what's that got to do with my religion? Grooming gangs. What the flipping hell has grooming gangs got to do with Islam?
yeah,
I'm trying to understand, mate. Look, young girls, whoever they are, being groomed, yeah? Do you really think, I've said this before, if I had a white girl neighbor, do you really think I'm going to watch a group of Asians, or whoever the hell they are, grooming a girl and I'm going to go, oh, it's fine, it's not one of us?
no,
My religion tells me to stop evil even with my hand. If I cannot, at least speak out against it, if not hate it in your heart. So my religion says these groomers, or whoever they are, they were using drugs, not permissible in Islam. Sex outside of marriage is not allowed, let alone rape. So I'm thinking, hold on a second, what grooming gangs got to do with Islam? I'm trying to understand.
You're not
And
wrong.
there isn't.
Yeah.
And then we look at paedophilia,
Yeah.
go to Google and write paedophile, the most pictures that will come, you'll see they all look like Tommy Robinson, middle-aged white man. They're middle-aged white men. Now, am I going to come and say, oh, I'm all the white? No, why would I generalize? There are evil people in America. There is a mass shooting nearly every week. It's some white, deranged individual. Do we come and say, oh, what's the problem? Is it connected to the Bible? No, there are scumbags everywhere. There are evil people everywhere. We're just saying, let's come together and tackle the evil. But they call evil Islam.
yeah. I think, just to finish this point before I go as well, I think the far right will look for any excuse to be angry at something.
Yes.
Any excuse to be angry at something. And I think they're already angry. They're angry people, as we know.
They
you
even
know,
beat their
the
wives
fighters
up.
and
No,
the
Stella.
protesting. Yeah,
The Stella
yeah.
drink is known for wife beaters.
the wife
Their
beater,
team loses a fight and they're going to take it out on their wives.
Not all of them. Don't
No,
generalize. Don't generalize.
no. There's some nice ones.
So yeah, I like to say, I think the far right looking for an excuse to be angry. They was given that excuse that they were angry. It was
Exactly.
wrong of them to do that.
Yeah.
And on that note, I say thank you.
No, thank you, Ryan. It was a pleasure. You're
Yeah,
a very nice
yourself.
young gentleman.
Yeah.
And where's here with your wife? Who you with?
Just my friend
Oh, your
Nathan
friend.
over there.
Okay,
Yeah,
no problem.
watching away.
Just give a shout to your
You know me.
girlfriend. Where is she?
Yeah.
What's her
Laura.
name? Look,
She's working- she's at home.
Lauren. Look after
Laura.
Ryan. Yeah. What's her name?
Laura's my sister.
Oh,
Laura.
no, sorry. Sorry,
Yeah, we
what's
don't
the
want to do that.
girl- okay, what's the girlfriend's name?
Laura.
Laura.
Yeah.
Laura, look after Ryan. He's a young man, as you can see. You never know, he might accept Islam one. I'm joking. And I might do the Islamic marriage for you guys. Please let me know.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Yeah, take it. Ryan, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Thank you. Take it.